also going to... I'm not so too much. This is basically a follow-up or a part 2 to my Mandela effect video, because I listened to Cinemassacre, I guess James from Cinemassacre, if you know that YouTube channel. Also know Phil Effect. I've listened to it before, but I listened to it again, and there's some things in that video, like where he has his own, that just really creep me out, and I wanted to talk about them. Not to mention that Charles and Mandela effect that I was surprised I didn't talk about in that video. And that is two things: Looney Tunes and Fruit Loops. Now, Fruit Loops, I think I'm actually from the universe that most people don't remember, because I always remember it as Fruit Loops, like F-R-O-O-T, that's how it is right now. I remember it like that, but apparently people remember it fruit, like actually how fruit's spelled. I think it was always fruit with two O's, but I might be wrong. Now here's the one that like literally made me question my own existence. Looney Tunes. Is it spelled like tunes, or is it spelled cartoony, like cartoon with T-O-O-N-S? Apparently not. I literally remember it as a Looney Tunes, like Looney and the Tunes. Like, it was so cartoony, like, oh, that's how it was, I swear it. I saw it one day. I was like, what the fuck? It was Tunes the other day. And now it's this, like, it still fucks me up. That one really messes me up, but the thing about James is this, you know, he talks about certain of his own Mandela effects. Or once in a while, many people talk about. The one that I want to discuss that is probably the creepiest thing he talked about in this video, but I'll be able to sleep tonight, but ooh, it's creepy to think about. So, his memory was about one of the Kong movies, like King Kong. I don't remember exactly, but apparently in that movie, there's this part where you can see a skeleton of a Kong. And there's there's this part where you see that, right? And then basically explains that, like, you remember seeing, like, the skeleton, like, was there. And that the next day he even told a friend about it. And now it's gone. That really scares me. Because, here's the thing. Believe the Mandela effect or not, even if, like, you're someone who doesn't believe it, and thinks that's just faulty memory. Okay. How do our memories fuck up within a day of after watching a movie? When you watch a movie and you see something like, let's say you watch the movie The Avengers, okay? And you remember that part where Captain America holds his shield and blocks and stuff. And that's like this small detail. And you remember that. And the next thing you tell it to a friend. Right? Because you remember that. And then years later, it just didn't happen. Like, this is like what James' situation feels like right now. Like, how is it that you told someone about that movie the next day, and then it didn't happen? He talked about when they were releasing it. That's the one I believe the most in the video, because it's his own experience, and yet, it never happened. Now, I honestly think he might have hallucinated it. I don't know. Like, how did he see it, but it wasn't there? I don't know. I mean, maybe he, I don't know. How did he hallucinate a Kong skeleton? I don't know. And he talks about others, like, he talks about what I think is honestly the stupidest Mandela effect, in my opinion, about apparently how there was a movie called Shazam, like, I had never even heard of the movie. I've heard of Kazam, but never Shazam. I don't understand how that happened. Shazam is a real now, 2 minutes of it for an April Fool's joke, I believe. But the full movie never happened. It would be interesting to watch, but there's always Kazam, which a lot of people don't like for some reason. Never seen Kazam, but I feel like I'd like it. So, yeah. Shazam, the movie that never happened. I mean, a 2 minute clip of it happened, but it's a full movie. The movie that never happened that people say is real. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how could you think something's real when it's not? I don't get that. I'm thinking now, what if one day Pokemon has a regular E and it's pronounced Pokemon and not Pokemon? Imagine that. Imagine if, what if it was Pokemon, but then it changed to Pokemon, and that's why everyone pronounces it Pokemon? Am I going too deep? Probably. I don't know. Maybe that's the case, but probably not. But here's another one of my own Mandela effects that I noticed. This is by far one of the creepiest things I have ever seen in terms of things. Like, it actually makes me question if the Mandela effect might actually be real. So, there was this video about this guy talking about, like, this thing he saw where it was like, draw a Pokemon from memory. And this person drew a Pokemon that it was blue and yellow claws and a yellow swirl on its belly. That's what it had. Or I guess looked like. And people asked what the Pokemon was. And I can't remember because I think it was a Tollypin. I can't remember. It started with T though. A Tollypath maybe? A Togepi? I can't remember. It was a Pokemon. That's what the Pokemon looked like though. And nobody had ever seen this Pokemon before. So people maybe brush it off as this person maybe making their own original Pokemon or something like that, and then claiming from their memory. So you brush it off as just that. But then, a couple years later, they had a Pokemon where got out, and we knew what they looked like. I'm getting chills saying this. One of the Pokemon was that exact Pokemon that they drew. Exact. Yellow claws, yellow swirl on the belly. It was blue, had those black eyes. I remember seeing that and getting so scared. Like, is this person from an alternate universe? That they have an alternate? Because two explanations. One, this person is from an alternate universe. Or two, they already knew the Pokemon concept. Who knows? Yeah, it's kind of a follow-up video to my Mandela effect video. Didn't have a lot to say here because I pretty much talked about everything in my Mandela effect video. Will I ever make a part 3? If I feel like if I find more Mandela effects, maybe I'll start making a series or something. Maybe not a series, but I'll start whenever like there's Mandela effects I remember I want to talk about. Maybe I'll start doing that. Just as something to, it's a hobby. Also, one of the reasons I started doing YouTube was, because of Emmy, obviously. I already said that, but another reason is because I'll confess, I used to talk to myself a lot and say random things about stuff out loud when nobody would hear it. So then I was like, what if I just did that but recorded it all and uploaded it to YouTube? So I'm glad I do that now, so at least I'm not just talking for nothing. Like, people actually might watch and hear this. I can even watch this years later, which is cool. Anyway, I'm getting tired. That was my Mandela effect follow-up video, and I can't think of any more Mandela effects right now. Um, no, I guess one mini one. Know that we are the champions. I was like, we are the champions of the world, but then at the end it doesn't say of the world. Like, that's one that I might believe because it feels like so specific. Yeah, it's probably real. Who knows? Anyway, bye now, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that episode of another Mandela Effect video. Part 3 will only happen if I think of more Mandela effects. So, yeah, bye now.